What's going on, YouTube? Is Donnie B all day bringing you a video I did not expect to be bringing you. This is my Fremont Gentleman Skinner. This happens to be one of my absolute favorite knives. So much, in fact, that I just came back from my second in 2 weeks trip to Vermont to do a little camping and diamond mining in upstate New York. We made it kind of a double trip. I went 2 weeks ago. I put a video up. Everything was fantastic, just great times. So here's the thing, I have this bowl on my head to kind of show you that it's more like a brain bucket, because sometimes I'm a genius. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm a genius. Sometimes I am an idiot, and that's where this story is going. It's more to the side of me being an idiot. I got done diamond mining, filthy. I mean, just dusty, dirty, covered in like fine dirt and whatnot from chopping all these stones. And I took off my belt, which had my belt knife, because this was the knife I wore the entire time camping and whatnot. This is the only knife I brought. For the first time, I brought one knife that wasn't this big. These last two times I brought my my Glock field knife last time, but I also had a pocket knife. This one I brought no pocket knife. I brought just this knife, and the reason I didn't bring a pocket knife is because the Gentleman's Skinner comes with a bottle opener, so I knew if I was going to be getting some root beer or whatever, because I never drank alcohol in my life, imagine that, I would need a bottle opener. So I brought this knife, and because it's crazy sharp, I figured it would get the job done, and it did. So here's the deal. I was going to get dressed, right, to change out of my dusty clothes, and I took off my belt and my knife, and I threw it on top of the Jeep. Pretty sure you can see where this is going. Durr. I get back, close down the Jeep, put everything in it, and would just start driving away. So I stop at a gas station, and I get out to get gas, and I notice my shorts are falling down, and I said, oh crap, I forgot to put on my belt. So I went, interesting. I couldn't find my belt. Also, couldn't find this guy right here. So we were already maybe 5 miles, 10 miles away from where we'd left when we were getting gas, and I was like, well, we're going back, because I am not leaving this behind. So we go back, and where is it? Straight in the middle of the road, and it was run over. I mean, it was a busy road, just do. And when I got there, you could see it jumping up and down off tires, getting hit. So here's the thing. I don't do torture tests. I don't believe in them. I think it's disrespectful to the maker. You all know that. But sometimes a torture test happens on their own. And that's what happened with this knife. So it was in the sheath, just like this. You can see the button kind of got scraped up here. There's little scratches here. This kind of got scratches here. And I was thinking, well, this thing took tires. I mean, it was getting beat. It was getting hit. And I'm thinking, well, that steel is cracked. Without a doubt, I just cracked that knife. It's broken. Let me tell you something. First, let's go over the sheath entirely. All right, so you can see this right here. That is an imprint from the handle, from the texturing. All right. So that's what happened when the tires hit so hard that it imprinted in it. This is just not a rip, it's just the chip of the color off the top of the color here. So the button still works, still snaps. It didn't break the button. The only thing it did is chip the edge of the top of the button and took off a little bit of the color here. So now it didn't rip through here, but it did take off some of the color here. It didn't rip through here. It just put a little cut into it, probably from, you know, rocks on the street. That's all that happened to the sheath. That's all that happened to the sheath. Oh, this fine leather sheath got run over probably 6 times. And that was just, you know, the 6 cars that were in front of me, and I got to see it bouncing up and down. I don't know how many cars by the time I went, got gas, and made it back there. You know, it was probably in the road for 20 minutes. And or more, maybe a half hour, and I don't know how many cars actually hit this thing. So I took a big deep breath, and I said, all right, well, Let's see how bad the knife is. Here's the handle. Okay. Look at all the chips. Oh wait, there aren't any. The handle, which is made of wood, right? Wood. That's like that stuff right there. That's wood. It's made of wood. No damage. The pins, no damage. No loosening, no shifting, no nothing. You got the little hammer end right here. No scuffing, no nothing. This part was in the sheath. So when it gets run over, if this is on the ground, this is uneven. See that? So this should bend or snap. If it's heat treated right, it shouldn't bend. It should just snap. Hold on a second. Hold on. Phone calls. So I took it out. Look at. There's. It's weird. There's no bending. Look, the tip. There's no bending. The tip. There's no chipping off the tip. The edge. There's no chipping on the edge. There's no cracks. There's no nothing. There is nothing wrong with this blade. Now let's see. Do I have something? I thought I had a plastic bottle laying around here somewhere. I probably do, and I'm just missing it. I wanted to find something to slice and dice for you. But here, let's see. What's this? What's this? This is somebody's hair tie. I'm pretty sure they have more. So let's see. How sharp is it still? Well, let's see. I slipped it right off of there. Okay, so goes through a hair tie. Let's see here. Let's see here. Can it go, if I can get a grip on it? There we go. Can it go through two pieces? Yeah, it goes. So it didn't lose its edge. As a matter of fact, it's still crazy shave sharp. I mean, crazy shave sharp, right? Y'all see that, I hope. So not only have I never touched the edge on this, not only do I use this knife quite often, as a matter of fact, not only did I take it on a camping trip and batoned wood with this because I needed kindling, so I batoned wood with this little knife to make kindling. Not only did I do all that, not only did I just use it for my other stuff, opening like food stuff and different things for camping, it got run over a bunch of times. And this knife is freaking immaculate. There's nothing, no edge damage at all, no edge dulling. And that's not even just edge damage for getting run over, but from being used. That edge is still shave sharp. I did a full review on this, the Freemont Gentleman Skinner. The specs are all there. You can go there and look at the specs. Look at this knife, guys. If you get a chance, look up the Fremont Gentleman Skinner. My review says it all. The knife is just phenomenal. So now, what I want to show you is some of the find. Hold on a second. All right, so diamond minding, I found well over 100 pieces. I mean, there's still big pieces in here. I mean, big pieces. And I'm going to show you, there's a whole bunch of little ones, and then these rocks are in here. It's because they still have pieces in them that I need to hammer out. You can see this one right here. I hope you can see it. There's one right in there. I got to hammer that out. So, and then I have big rocks like this, where I don't know if the sun's going to catch it right here, but all that sparkly stuff. And then even in that sparkly stuff right there, there's a nice faceted piece. But I'm thinking I'm going to leave that one in there just because I like that. And then there's pieces like this where you can see one right in there. And then, bam, you got a couple of big ones right in there. So you hammer open these rocks and you'll find them in the voids. Now I'm going to show you the difference between a Herkimer diamond, a quartz, and a crystal, because it's all from the same place. This right here, this milky guy right here, is a piece of quartz. And you can see how the quartz is very, very milky. And all it is like little shatter lines and all that, right? So this is a nice piece of quartz. Let's get rid of that. This one right here is a full crystal. And you can tell that the crystal is kind of milky too, but it's not all shattered like that. You have a really nice facets. Look at the sides of that, are really pretty. But it's not very clear, right? So right here, that's just pure crystal. Now, the difference between a regular diamond and a Herkimer diamond is the fact that these are softer. So, and you could see through them. These have value, but not like a regular diamond. They're not as much as a regular diamond, but I mean, I was in a store not too long ago and I ran into a bunch of these things I didn't expect to see there. And I mean, I saw some going for, you know, the $120 range and whatnot, and a couple of these are really good. So this is basically harder than a crystal, clearer than a crystal, but softer than a diamond. And look at it. That's how the cut that it came in, right? When you find diamonds, that's exactly what it is. They come in these cuts, and then the cuts are refined by jewelers. But look at the facets on this, man. You spend all day out there just mining diamonds, and it's pretty simple to do. We had the kids out there for the first time. Look at this guy. We had the kids out there for the first time doing it, and they found a bunch of stuff. A bunch of stuff. Look at this. Look at how nice these are, man. So that's what we did. And I mean, I found hundreds of these guys, man. It's just awesome. It's a good time. It only costs $10 a person to go do that. You keep whatever you find. I have a whole bucket full of these with diamonds that are visible. So you gotta go through them all. But that's pretty cool. I just wanted to show you some of that. And show you that Fremont. You know, I don't do the torture tests, but on accident, the torture test happened. And that's a testament. That's a testament to this fine knife right here. This guy right here. If you're looking for an ultra durable, ultra sharp, ultra useful, ultra carryable belt knife, that Fremont Knives Gentleman Skinner is 100% worth the money. It is awesome. Short video, but hope it gave you enough. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.